Good afternoon and welcome to the Happy Half Hour. I'm Leigh Kubin, Master Certified Life Coach and Mindset Coach.
Oh,
Keep
and
it.
I'm Sandra Priestley, leadership coach and feng shui practitioner. Well, this is new.
We'll talk
Mindset.
about that in a minute.
I love it. Okay. Well, I am celebrating all the changes that we're about to hear. Yay. I knew there was changes. I did not know what they were. So I can't wait to dive in. I am drinking wine from a can.
Oh, yay.
I know. I'm a can kind of a girl. So I am drinking Glamour Farming. I had that before, the Gewürztraminer.
Oh, yes.
I'm loving it. I think after a while you don't taste the aluminum. So
After
I
the
don't
first one, you're fine.
it's like I acquired a taste for aluminum.
Who
This may
knew?
not be good, or I've forgotten the taste. Maybe the aluminum is not good for my brain. Anyway, okay. Well, that's a story for another day. I want to hear what you're drinking and also
Mm.
about this shift you're
Yes.
making.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, I am drinking. I'm back to my Josh again. My little
Okay.
Josh Rosé. Um, I have a mastermind meeting this evening. I didn't figure like I should get all whiskeyed up.
Oh yeah.
Felt like, having a little wine. Yeah. So
Could send you in with some rum.
cheers. Well,
Just see what
they
happens.
don't need to meet Rumley. I haven't seen Rumley in a long time. I don't know. It might be fun on the show though. Okay.
One day, 100 episode 100.
There you go.
Rumley can come out.
We'll just do an experiment and see.
Right. Yeah, I
But
love it.
maybe Rumley doesn't show up when we're in the vortex. I don't know.
Oh, that could
But
be.
we could try.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me all the things. You are no longer a weight loss coach. What? Yay.
So, I'm taking this class, and one of our assignments for this week was really to work on what our message is. Who do we help? Who do we work with? And
Mhm.
so I guess because I've done weight loss for so long that I've just always been like, no, I'm a weight loss coach. No, that's just what I do. Even though the majority of people that I work with, I would say 95% as an actual coach, not at work,
Mhm.
coaching. They might start with me for weight loss, but they only stay there for a few minutes
Right.
because it's not about the weight loss. When they fill out the life wheel, all of a sudden they're looking at the areas of their life they want to improve.
Mhm.
And although their weight is on there and we address that, it's more like, why don't you get on a plan and let that take care of your weight,
Yeah.
or change the way you eat or whatever. But let's work on all this stuff, because if you don't work on all of this stuff, you're going to get to your goal weight and you're not going to know who the hell you are
Mhm.
because nothing has shifted. So you're going to go right back to what you were doing before.
Right.
And it's just this cycle. And I've seen people lose hundreds of pounds and then gain it back
Oh.
because they didn't change who they were.
Mhm.
And until there is a mindset shift, nothing changes. The weight might come off, but the weight's going to come back on until there is a mindset shift.
Same in business.
Same in anything,
Same in addictions, same in
anything.
if you think about it, like even in the addictions world, you can remove the drug or the alcohol or whatever it happens to be. You can
The
remove the
food.
behavior, but you still are the same. You've still got the same traits without the vice.
Yep.
Right? Like it's not a change that you really, the changing of the mindset and changing of everything else is where the power is, where the
Yeah.
magic is. So I love this.
And when I look at my successful people long term, they are the ones that did the work.
Yes.
that went in and said, I've got a new passion, I've got a new hobby, that find themselves on a whole nother level, that enjoy getting out of bed and going and doing that thing. And
Yeah.
or they find a new relationship, or they get a new job, or they start a new volunteering thing. Like there's so many ways that they reach that out. And it's so different for all of us. It's not
Right.
like I can say, oh, here's your way. This is your
Mhm.
path. Because we are the only ones that know.
Exactly.
And I was sitting out in the pool on Monday talking with my girlfriend, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like I'm trying to write my statement and I'm really trying to get clear on what I do. And I don't think I'm a weight loss coach. I think
Mhm.
I just think I'm a weight loss coach because that's what I've been doing for 12 years.
Right.
And I said, but the difference is the people that really have the long-term results are the ones with the mindset shift. She's like,
Exactly.
you're a mindset coach. And I was
Exactly.
like, oh, and
And
I,
how does it feel? How does it feel to shift from weight loss coach to mindset coach? Because there's a feeling, like when you shift what you say, there's a feeling I find.
oh, lightness, freeness,
Mm,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
You know, when you listen to Abraham and Abraham talks about when you get those goosebumps or when you get that feeling of excitement, like this is it, this is it, this is it. That's us cheering.
Yeah.
And that's what it felt like.
Oh, I love it.
So lots of work to do around that as far as website stuff and really shifting everything. Um,
Mhm.
but nothing's really going to change because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just clarifying what I'm doing,
Hmm.
you know?
I totally know.
Oh,
I love it. And it's like a lot of times, I think we get that clarity not from sitting in it, but like from talking it through, from just taking
oh
action,
yeah.
from really like, because we could sit back and we could try to make it perfect before we start, but we never do. Like just like when you were sitting in the pool and you're talking with your friend and you're just kind of riffing on it, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's like, oh,
So
well,
clear.
this was here all along, right? It's like for me, it's like the things that come through were always there.
Always. And you even planted a seed a while back when you're like, are you sure you're a weight loss coach? Like,
Did I say that?
yeah, you did. Cause we were talking about like me with patients, and you're like, yeah, that doesn't sound like a weight loss coach. Like,
I don't even remember that. I was so in the vortex that day, but it's the truth.
well, we weren't recording. We were just having conversations.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
We weren't.
it is so true because it's not like you kind of like they come to you. This is the way I see it from
Mhm.
my side. They come to you and go, I want to lose weight. And you go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we can do that. Now,
Yeah.
let's see what's holding you back,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? It's just like, oh, you want to lose weight? Oh, okay, yeah, we got that. Now let's do the dirt, like the hard
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Like let's dig. Let's
Yeah.
do the deep work. And I feel I have recently shifted my business as well, as though I don't have a cool different name, but I used to do these clarity calls.
Mm.
And I just tapped into my intuitiveness, my psychicness, and I would do these clarity calls, and sometimes I would make a ton of money for people. I shouldn't say that. No, they made the money. I would give the idea.
And you
I would
held
say,
space.
right. I would say, have you ever thought about doing this? And they would run with it and just fly.
Mhm.
And then there was others that didn't run with it. They loved it. They felt the goosebumps. It was like truth chills. It was like, oh my gosh, this feels like an old pair of skates, like
Yeah.
wonderful,
Mhm.
But then they wouldn't fly. And I started to look recently at why. And the reason was they didn't have the follow up.
Mhm.
You can give them
Oh, yeah.
all the advice in the world. You could give someone a weight loss plan, or you could say, well, this is holding you back, girl. Are
Yeah.
you ready to go? And they go, yeah. But what happens is resistance comes in. Like, it's not just this one moment of clarity and then all of a sudden everything works out in our favor. It's like the work is digging through it
Yeah.
and moving through that process. So now I don't typically do the one-off calls like that. I want to make sure that the person that I am having the call with has follow-up support either from me or from another coach,
Mhm.
because that's the true work. And that's what I think is so magical about you, is because you could give them, here's the food and here's the plan,
Mhm.
but there would be no transformation.
Oh, yeah. And to me, the weight loss is great to see, but
Yeah.
what is more, like, gets me up going in the morning is seeing people completely transform their lives. Not just their weight, but to find their passion, to get
Mhm.
excited. I had a lady, and I mean, I worked probably till 7 o'clock last night. She had to come in late after work, and she was new and super cool chick. Like, when she walked in, I was just like, "I
Yeah.
know you," kinda thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
And, she wants to lose, I don't know, 75 pounds maybe.
Mhm.
And so we're talking, and I'm like, "Look, I'm just gonna tell you, you do this plan, the weight's gonna come off." It is not it's not hard, it's sometimes hard to stick to, but if you stick to the plan, you will see results. But if you do not have a shift in the way you think, it's gonna come back, and all this is gonna be a waste of your time and money. So,
Mhm.
you can work with me, and we can shift some stuff, or you can show up and get the food and leave. The choice is yours. But this is
Yeah.
what I do,
Yeah.
and she was all in. She was like, "Oh my gosh," like, she's a little
Yeah.
bit older than me, but she's ready, and it's not
Mhm.
about the weight. It's
Yeah.
about all the things she's not able to do right now.
Yeah.
Mhm. So
I
I'm
love it.
I'm sort of just presenting it like that, like, "You're gonna waste your money unless you change."
Yeah. Take it or leave it. This is what we do, and this is how it's gonna
Yeah,
work. Yeah.
yeah,
And I kind of love it, because the girl who's really ready is going to say, fuck yeah, let's go.
yeah, yeah,
The girl who, or the person who is going to question or not necessarily be ready or to ready to go all in,
mhm,
um, might not be 100% there
yeah,
and ready to make that commitment and that transformation. Like, it's not easy to deal with all the stuff that brought us to here. It's not easy. I mean,
it is
and I can't
work.
remember if it's work, and it's the hardest
Oh,
work.
yeah, oh, yeah,
Like, the one day, I can't remember if I said this on the podcast or not, but like, uh, Jonna, my coach, asked me a question, and I wanted to quit coaching, quit my sessions with her, and I paid her for the year. I mean, I was
right,
willing to walk away with not ask for a refund,
yeah,
and just like hide in a closet and cry. Like, I just like, and
yeah,
it wasn't even a tough question, but it brought up all my shit.
mhm,
And that's what coaching should do, is like, because where we are and where we want to be in between those periods of time
mhm,
is all of the stuff that's holding us back, all those little traumas and all
yes,
those little pains and all of the things that have happened to us. And we're holding on to them like a blanket.
yes, security
Don't
blanket,
take it from me,
yes, it's
right?
comfortable,
It's cozy. It just came out of
mhm,
the dryer. I love it. I know it.
yeah,
And taking away that safety net
mhm,
feels scary,
yeah,
but then also is fabulous. Like, once you work through it, it's like, whoa, holy shit, this is a totally new life, you know?
yes, yes,
I
yep,
just, it's so good. And I love the thing, like, you know how you said, the thing that you love the most is seeing the transformation in all areas of their lives, like seeing this huge shift.
Mhm.
I live for the sparkle in their eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that moment when it clicks, that aha moment, like Oprah talks about, it's like
Mhm.
just like the eyes start to sparkle.
Mhm.
Oh my god, like it's like it gives me chills.
Yeah. The best thing
I
in the whole world.
I love it so much.
Mhm.
Oh. Well, this is super cool.
I know. One more shift to talk about on our 50th show. And I think, gosh, this is episode 45.
Wow.
So
And
it's
most
coming.
podcasts
Yes.
don't get past 10. They don't get past 10 episodes.
Well, look at us go.
I know. I feel like we did 10 episodes like within a matter of weeks we
Yeah, you
recorded
know
them
what we
all.
did. We did.
Like, look at us go. I know. Pat on the back, we're awesome.
Yay. Well, how was your week?
My week was interesting. It was really, really good. Today is podcast recording day. I decided that Thursdays were going to be my podcast recording days. I'm
Okay.
in the vibe anyway. So I did a couple more podcast recordings on my personal today,
Uh-huh.
my personal podcast, and then this one, which was amazing. This weekend, this week I've been talking to a lot of moms that are in my world who have kids going back to school.
Mm.
And it is a unique experience when your kids are no longer in like public school, or like I've got two adults now, like
Yeah.
18 and almost 20.
Mhm.
And it is wild. Like all of the mom, like I have no control, you know, but
No.
I also don't have to make lunches and I don't have to do all of those things. So while all these moms are like, oh my gosh, I haven't yet gone to Staples, like to buy all of the
School
things
supplies?
on the supply list.
Mhm.
And like I kept thinking, why do they not serve alcohol at Staples? Because it would make that experience so much better.
Oh, yeah. You just
I
get a little glass of wine when you walk in and walk around and get all your
Yeah,
supplies and boom.
yeah. I
Mm.
know. It's okay. Hilroy, number 10, fuck it. Number 24 will do. Does it really even matter? They're not even using most of these things. Like, so, but anyway, I found it was a really cool experience. But at the same time, I missed it. Like I missed it for a
Mm.
little bit of time. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I have no kids at home soon. My daughter moves away to post-secondary this weekend, and my son's already been in Edmonton for a football camp, like for, oh, I don't know. He's been there for over a
Wow.
month and he
Yeah.
started school last week. And so it feels, yeah, like I don't know, like I'm an adult.
So, how are you doing with your daughter getting ready to leave?
It is uh good-ish.
Yeah. So you're
Good.
not like ready to celebrate, like, woohoo.
No, and you know what? I never was. I think
Ah,
there's a lot of people that are, right? Like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm gonna be away. They're gonna be gone. It's so exciting. And I just love like everyone to be in my nest. Like
Okay.
I love everyone to be here with me. But
I'm
it's
a
good.
bird.
Yeah, yeah. But it's good. And I will get to see them lots. Like I looked at my schedule for travel.
Mhm.
This was the thing that I did this morning that was like amazing. Because when I was at work, when I had my day job that I quit in October, I would have stressed about taking time off. I would have
Yeah.
I would have stressed about like, I can't take a day off. I would, number one, have to ask for a fucking day off. Number two, have to find someone to cover for me. And number three, make sure that I had all the time, like the vacation time available, that I could take the time off in order to travel to see my kids. And like, it was such a huge thing for me that I be able to just drop everything and go.
Mhm.
So, um, last weekend I was in Vancouver, and this weekend I'm in Edmonton. Next weekend I'm in Calgary. The following weekend I'm in Edmonton. After that, I fly to Regina. I mean, I just wrote that out and went, holy fuck,
Mhm.
this life is cool.
Yeah, because you would not be doing that if you were working full time, like, for
I would
someone else.
I would not. And also, I would feel stress
Yeah,
because when you work Monday through Friday, what does your Saturday and Sunday look like?
yeah,
Not feed up watching a fucking football game, I'll tell you that much for free. It would be me, like, sitting there going, "Oh, I should really clean the house. I haven't done the laundry. I still haven't done the dishes from last night." Like, the feng shui in my house is not good. I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I can tell
yeah,
why.
yeah,
There's shit everywhere, because you come in, drop your shit, and go
yeah,
sometimes, and then
yeah,
it collects over time. And so now it's like I don't work 8 hours a day. I work from the house. I get to do the laundry, go put a load in, come back, record a podcast, have a client call,
mhm,
go and do my dishes, make supper.
yeah,
And then the weekend is for fun and football.
mm,
You know,
I love it.
I love it too. Like, it's just a whole new me. Why doesn't everyone do it?
I wonder the same thing.
I
I'm
know.
like, when the secret gets out.
There will be lots of us. I had a call with the person who took my position
Mhm,
at, like, my government job. And so she is actually leading, she has her master's in social work, and so she's leading to start her own practice. And she called me to tell me that she was putting in a she'd put in a retirement. And she said she just felt so good about it. And she said, you always said this isn't for me long term. I'm like,
mhm,
yeah, because I can see, like, I can see everyone's gifts, and, like,
yeah,
being a social worker is just hers. Like, and she said, how does it, like, she asked me something, how does it feel like to not be at work? And I said, I still care about the team. Like, the team
mhm,
that I left, I still deeply care about those women, and or the people on my team, but most of them were women. Um, I still care about the team. And I still care about how the things are running, like how things are running well, and the things that we put into place that really made the changes, and how things are coming along.
mhm,
But working for myself has been so incredibly personally rewarding for my soul. And I was good at the job, and I love my job, and but it's like, this is a next version of me. This is a different version of me. And I think I see it. That's the sparkle, right? Like, I see it in all of the women
yeah,
that like take the risk to do the thing that they were placed on the earth to do. It's like, it's
yeah.
magic.
It is magic. It
It's just
absolutely is. And I
magic.
I look at some of these girls in these low paying jobs that
Mhm.
that are working to make people a ton of money, and they're getting peanuts.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, should I tell them?
Yeah. I know. I
I
know.
think they might need to know.
I know.
But I think we all learn these things at different times
Yeah.
when we're ready and when it's feasible for us.
Yeah.
But I do
And
feel like there's a shift. And I don't know if it's just with us, but I feel like there is just this shift around me,
mm,
just the way I see things and the way other people are seeing things. And
yeah.
um,
Yeah, I really feel like, and maybe I don't know if it was 2020 where people are, you know, we had some time to reflect and to like slow down. For as scary as it was, for as scary as it was. And I still feel we had time to slow down and appreciate
And focus
life.
on what was important.
Right. Like I remember everyone going, "Oh my gosh, like I got to get my kids back to school. Why are they not going back to school?" And I was still the one who was going, I just love my nest." Like it just like how cool. I felt like we reconnected
Mhm.
and we were able to like really just prioritize and focus on, like you said, what was important.
Yeah.
My husband is a health professional, so he was still going out to work, you know, and so he was very busy.
Mhm.
But and when he would come back, like we'd have this opportunity to like learn about his day and learn about the
Yeah.
pandemic and things, you know, and the stats and things. But it was so cool to have the four of us just in the house together and like I don't know, doing cool things, watching
Mhm.
watching different shows together,
Yeah.
learning different things, learning to cook differently, you
Mhm.
know? And I really think that the online world just exploded with amazingness, actually everywhere. The creations and the inventions were incredible.
Like, I didn't miss a beat because I did not know what Zoom was. Had never
Yeah,
heard of Zoom.
yeah,
And our doctors were like, "Okay, we're getting you Zoom so you can meet with your patients online." And I was like, "Cool." I
yeah.
did not miss a beat.
Wow.
We were home for 8 weeks.
Mhm.
I did not miss a beat. I was at the office every day alone
Yeah,
in my workout clothes with not a stitch of makeup on, a hat on, and
yeah,
people would come pick up their food, and I would, with my mask and all my stuff
yeah,
on, take the
yeah,
food out to their car, say, "I'll see you in a bit," and I'd deliver food for a few hours, and then I would come home, and I would get on the phone call with no makeup. I didn't give 2 shits.
yeah,
I was like, "We're in a pandemic, you can see my face with no makeup."
right. And I think, I mean, so many people went gray
Ah,
because you
couldn't get
couldn't get your hair done.
yeah,
So many people just let their hair go gray, and they really, I feel, had this opportunity to learn. We had this opportunity to learn more about ourselves and
we
prioritize. I
did.
mean, there was bad that came with it, of course,
Of course.
but the innovation,
Yeah,
and I also think what we tolerate
is different now, right?
different now. Now it's like, I don't know that we would put up with things
Right, and we're
that
not.
we're not.
I mean, like,
We're
looking at society as a whole,
as a whole.
people are starting to go, "No." I mean, that's, I think, why we're having job issues. Everyone's hiring, no one wants them,
Yes.
and it's like people are going, no, not doing
Yeah.
it."
Yeah. I'm
So,
gonna I'm gonna follow what I want to do, what
yes.
lights me up.
Mhm,
And that's one of the things that I love about the new generation, actually. Like when I was at my day job, it was interesting because we would hire younger people. So, I
mhm,
mean, I was 49 at the time, and we would hire these 23, 24, 25 year olds just came out of university. And they would work for a couple of weeks, and we would go through the process. It's an extensive, costly process to run
yeah,
a competition in the government.
mhm,
And so we would go through this costly process to do the hiring processes and hire out and do all of the reference checks and all this stuff. And then we onboard them and like get them computers and get them trained. And then they would come in one day and go, "Yeah, not for me." And everyone else was going, like all the non-entrepreneurs, right? They're going like, "What? This is bullshit. We just spent so much money. We just did all of this, like, oh man, like the younger generation." And I'm like, the younger generation is fucking awesome. And I mean, I am the one who would hire and then they would leave. And I'm like, you know what? Who who wants, like, I am so envious of people who can get into a job and go, I don't have another job, but that's okay because this isn't the one for me.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, where would I be if I did that in my first job that didn't feel like me? I don't know, but it's cool to think about.
Yeah.
I just think it's
But you
amazing, you know?
at least did it when it was important,
Right,
you know?
right.
Maybe
And
you
now
had to go
I
through all of
learned
that to get to that point.
maybe, maybe, and it has given me so much, a richness and experience that I would never take back, you know, and I'm so glad that I left when I did.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, the world's changed.
Yeah.
The world's changed. Yeah,
Great place to up level.
it is. It is.
We are
So I
done.
am so excited for you to be a mindset coach. Yay. This is like so aligned for you. And
Well,
we're
and
on
it's not any different than I was doing before. I'm just calling it something different because it fits
no,
better.
it fits better.
Mhm.
It is totally you.
Mm.
Like, I love it.
Thank you.
Okay,
But yeah, we're out of time. So
right.
thank you. This was amazing and quick,
Yeah,
but
always.
these half hours go by way too quick. Thank
They
you
do.
guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next Thursday on the Happy Half Hour. Bye.
Bye.